Well, I got one for you. It is 12:30 something in the afternoon. And boom, 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 boom. All you hear, or it's coming from up there. You know what I'm saying? They make these apartment complexes so cheap and thin to the point where you wonder if a motherfucker can hear every word or you breathing. This fool ass nigga over here, I can hear him every now and then talking. But he know better than knock on my door. Did one up here, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? The old lady with Alzheimer's, which causes dementia. I didn't know that. And I'm saying to myself, I've been in this apartment complex 10 months. 10 months. It's time for me to go. It is time for me to go. They done stress me out to the point where I don't even want to be here. So if you live inside an apartment complex and you know exactly what I'm going through, comment down below. How many times have you gotten into it with your neighbor who refuses to at least keep the peace? You might work different shifts or the same shift where you come in either 2 hours early, late, whatever. For the time being, right now, I work from 6:30 at night to 4 in the morning. I don't know who the fuck want to work them hours, but you need the money, right? So what do? You go out, you get a job, you pay the bills until you find a better job, or you get a skill or trade or something. I'm beyond tired of this to the point where management don't want to do nothing about it. It becomes a he said, she said, he said this and she did that, and I don't know why this person is gonna continues to do this. I just want to give you a small piece of my mind, real quick, of neighbors. You know, what can you really do about them? So I went upstairs and I knocked on the door, and I had a talk with the man, Mr. Ross. And I said, Mr. Ross, I don't know what your deal is. I don't know what your problem. I didn't say it in those words. I said, I heard a loud thump. What seems to be going on? So he kind of nodded his head like this, was like, the wife, and we're not really going to say why. And I was like, okay. So I said, well, no offense. Is it like Alzheimer's, dementia? Like, he kind of nodded his head and was like, so I was like, okay. So he goes to work at 6 o'clock at night and gets home 6, 7 o'clock in the evening. No, in the morning. And apparently she just can't sit still. So she's vacuuming, dropping stuff on the floor, and I'm like, look, I don't know what your deal is, but please. So I went up there a second time. And this is after dealing with a personal situation between me and my girlfriend. And I think you get the gist of that. Long story short, it continued like almost immediately. And I'm like, look, bro, we can't keep doing this. I come up here in peace. Is it possible you could do something? Well, when I go to work and she's here by herself and blah, 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 and this, that, and the third, and I'm like, okay. I get what you're saying, but at the end of the day, something needs to be done. You guys can move to the first floor. I I don't see why I should have to move, but it really makes no sense, like, anyways. um uh, I'm almost at a loss of words right now because I've been going through this for so long. And the crazy part is that it's become a unmanageable situation. So what do you really do? I mean, you go upstairs, you knock on the door, you go downstairs, you knock on the door, or you see the neighbor outside and you decide, I about had it with your shit. I mean, it's just me by myself. Now, if my girl was here, that'd be a totally different story. Because I'd be like, listen, bro, I got somebody else down there with me. I got somebody upstairs. Whether I be upstairs, downstairs, next door, I don't know what it is with neighbors that just want to do what the fuck they want to do. I mean, it blows my mind. It really does. So I know I said a few minutes ago, but I get to talking and sometimes don't know how to shut up. Anyways, please comment, like, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think. Please let me know about your situation with your neighbor and how you resolved it. Help me out. This is basically a cry for help, pretty much. Like, if it ain't one thing, it's another, and you're like, look, I ain't trying to go to jail, but come on now,